Hello YouTube, my name is Taylor and I'm from the clan CliffsofClaven and I'm bringing you our first ever war recap. We're going to use this channel mostly to show off some of our favorite 3-star attacks in our clan. We're a pretty serious war clan. We war constantly. We're always going for 3 stars, trying new attack strategies, doing the best that we can. We don't get them all, but as you can see, we handled this one. We won against one of the best named clans, I think, in the game, Fecalwastelands. And we beat them by 20 stars. This is the second war that we had after Supercell's new update that redid the war matchmaking. And when we first saw the match, we were a little discouraged. Just like the first match, we had something similar where they had 2 Town Hall 11s and a Town Hall 10 up at the top. And on our side, we only had 2 Town Hall 10s. And then at the bottom, we had 4 Town Hall 8s. And they only had 2 Town Hall 8s. So when we first saw the match, we thought, well, matchmaking fail. I guess Supercell's new system doesn't work. But the reason why we got this matchup is because although they had higher level Town Halls and they had more Town Hall 9s, their bases were very under upgraded, had very low heroes. Most of their troops were not upgraded very well. Most of their guys up at the top only had level 3 golems, if that tells you anything. So I'm going to show you a few of the attacks that I thought were most interesting or most well executed, but these are not going to be attacks against maxed out bases or anything like that, just because we didn't have any in this war. That very rushed bases, and you know, sometimes that's just how war goes. Sometimes you get matches where the other clan doesn't have very difficult bases to attack. But let me go ahead and show you some of my favorites, and the first one we're going to look at is number 4. This is our guy Rocco, one of our co-leaders. He's number 12 in our clan, as you can see, and he attacked all the way up number 4, so he's shooting pretty high here. And he's attacking with a go-ho. Now, I believe this was a fresh hit. I think he was the first one to attack it. So the first thing that he does is he drops a hog in down here at the bottom. I think he was fishing maybe for double bombs. You can see that space right between the Tesla and the cannon. Looks like maybe it's a prime double bomb spot, but the hog, of course, goes straight for the Tesla when he drops it. And then he's going to start his attack up here at the top with a pair of golems drawing the fire from those point defense and that wizard tower. You can see another Tesla pops, which is good news. This kill squad's going to be able to get that out of the way. Using those wizards to create the funnel, drops the queen down to take care of some of these high hit point structures, and then here comes the king. The goal of this kill squad is just to take care of the enemy queen and the CC, and he wisely chooses to bring some extra wall breakers rather than a jump spell, so we can have all 4 spells for heals for those hogs. Here comes the clan castle. He's going to drop the poison, hit the king's ability, and the queen's going to handle that dragon and balloon no problem. And you can see how much value he's getting for his level 20 king there. Takes out the X-bow, which is a structure you definitely don't want your hogs to have to deal with. There's another poison spell on those balloons, just going to make sure that they don't interfere with the hogs at all. And here they come in from the left side. He drops about 10 or 12 of them, and then a few more sprinkled in on that archer tower, and there's the first heal. And when you're attacking with 4 heals, you can pretty much blanket the base and heal spells to make sure those hogs are in heals all the time. You can see there's not very many spots that bombs could be. Mostly they're on the edges is where those single bombs are going to be. So he doesn't worry too much about that with his hogs. You can see he dropped his last heal right there on that last cluster of defenses, and he's already got his wizard over there on the left side starting in for cleanup. King's chasing him around, causing a little bit of problems, but you can see once he takes out his target, he loses interest and wanders back. There's 1 Tesla left, and then it's just going to be all cleanup. There's one of those giant bombs down there in that space we were talking about that he tried to get with that original hog right at the beginning of the attack, and now it's just cleanup. He's got the wizard on the opposite side, which is where you want to drop the wizard away from your hog so we can start working on some of those high hit point structures, and we're just going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit because it is just cleanup. He's going to have to go get that clan castle in the middle, and that's going to draw the attention of the king, which they take out, and that builder's hut's the last building, and there is the 3-star. Go-ho by Rocco. Excellent job. So let's go down a couple of spots. We're going to take a look at number 7, which was a 3-star by Oz, and I want to show you this replay because I really like Oz's army composition. I don't really know what you would call this. He's got wizards and 3 P.E.K.K.A.s and 4 Valks, and he's got some witches, like Go Va Wee Wipe. So very interesting army composition. This was right after the Valk update, so we were all kind of trying to use Valks in our raids where we thought we could. And it's interesting how he drops those Valks down right at the beginning. Very risky move, dropping the P.E.K.K.A.s too. And you can see, drop the P.E.K.K.A.s a little too early because they're actually going to go over to the outside, but then they reroute back towards the center. Here comes the clan castle, and you can see the witches, poor witches up there in the corner, did not go towards that jump spell. Their AI is that they go towards the nearest building, so they're going to go all the way around that base. It actually ends up working out pretty well for them, though. You'll see at the end, those witches are still going to be taking care of structures. They've got the skeletons acting like a tank, and the wizards coming up behind them to take out some of those structures. The Valks and the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Golems, all there in the core, pretty much hollowed out that core. Drops the haste spell, because why would you not drop the haste spell, right? And you can see these Golems are taking fire from, looks like about 7 defenses, maybe 6 defenses. And those heroes and a couple of wizards coming in behind them. When you make it this far in the raid and you've still got a golem that hasn't split into golemites right there, you know you're in good shape. That golem's going to soak up a lot of fire, and you can see his queen has taken no damage at all, and she's just coming right behind the golem and those little golemites, taking out all these point defenses. The witches finally break in on the wall up here in the upper corner. They're going to take out the sweeper. There's another giant bomb that the golem has taken down, and it's pretty much over from here. Not even really a lot of cleanup, just from those witches going around the outside. And Oz gets the 3-star on number 7. Great job, Oz. All right, we're going to drop down a few more spots here to our number 16, or their number 16, being taken on by our number 16, Useless Cow. And this is another Goho, but he does it in kind of an interesting way. He brings 4 Quakes. He notices that this base basically is 3 rings, or maybe, I guess, 2.5 rings going around this base. And if he can break into that core, you can see he's got a whole lot of defenses that he can target. And he's bringing hogs, which probably wasn't necessary to bring hogs in a base this open, but you know they're going to go straight for those defenses. There's not a lot of places those giant bombs can be. You can see out here around the edge, maybe just a few spots you could have double bombs. Those hogs aren't going to go anywhere near those spots, though, because there's no defenses out there. So he brings in some wizards. He's going to take out the clan castle. No poison spell for the clan castle because he had those 4 Quakes, but he drops a heal on the wizards. And here come the hogs right behind it. I like the hog deployment because those golems are still taking all the damage from the point defense. And so those hogs can just kind of go right through the base, being targeted by everything. Now he drops his last heal spell right there. I think he was thinking there might have been a single bomb right there, which there was. But he's all out of spells. He's got nothing else left. He's got the queen's ability, and you can see he's got some witches coming in behind for cleanup, but he's all out of spells. Those hogs just got to kind of do what they can without the benefit of being healed up. Still got that golem out in front that hasn't split into golemites that's tanking. And here come the hogs. They're going to jump over and get that last wizard tower. We got some hogs up on the top left that are going to take out that Tesla. And another Tesla pops down there in the bottom area. And now it's cleanup time. Look at how many troops he's got left. He's got witches and his queen over on the left side. He pops that queen's ability just to get the extra archers. The hogs on the left side below that last giant bomb. And then they're all sort of converging on these storages. And then all that's left once that dark barracks is taken care of down at the bottom are these army camps, which when you look at just the amount of troops that he has left, there's not going to be any problem for those troops to go in and take care of everything. 3-star by the Useless Cow. So let's go down 2 spots and take a look at 18. And I love this attack because it was hit by our number 17, JohnGalt. And if you'll remember, I said our last 4 were Town Hall 8s. So JohnGalt is a Town Hall 8, and he's hitting a Town Hall 9. Now, of course, it's not a very well upgraded Town Hall 9. Looks like maybe it was fresh off a Town Hall 8, but it's still got that Archer Queen. It potentially has the extra traps, so not an easy base for a Town Hall 8 to hit. Even though it's a Town Hall 9 that's not very well upgraded, still lots of potential for disaster here. He drops in the golem and immediately wall breaks in. The queen starts firing on that golem, and then here comes the king. The king's only goal really is to take out that queen. He pops the ability immediately, and with the queen gone, he's going to give him a little bit to start cleaning out some of these structures, drops in a few more wall breakers to try to open things up a little bit. And then he's going to start the hog attack once that CC starts targeting the king and the golem. Drops the poison to slow him down, slow the damage a little bit. He's got wizards that are focused on that gold storage, but as soon as they get done with the gold storage, they're going to reroute and go after those CC troops. You can see his king's down, and he's got a few wizards that aren't really protected by anything. That golem has died. The king's not there doing tanking, but mission accomplished. They took out the queen and the CC. And here come the hogs, just doing a 1-finger drop right there at the bottom with the hogs. He's got 3 heal spells. He drops the first one on that cluster of defenses. That wizard tower and the archer tower really the only threat since hogs can run out of a mortar shot there goes the second heal spell up at the top. You can see a little Tesla farm popping there in the center of the base. Going to be no problem for hogs if they're under heal. And then finally, this last cluster of defenses over here with the cannon, archer tower, and wizard tower. He drops his last heal. Got a good split on those hogs. That looks like a group of about 4 or 5. Well, after the spring trap, looks like about 4 hogs. They're going to split off and get that air defense that was on the edge and that archer tower. Cleaning up skeletons and the enemy king down here at the bottom. You see the enemy king walks away and the hogs chase him halfway across the map. Going to take out that king, and then we're down to the cleanup. He's already started a couple of archers down here on the opposite side of the hogs, just like you want to do. Cleaning up those high hit point structures. As soon as they get done with that elixir storage, they're going to move on and go to that dark elixir storage, which is another high hit point structure on the opposite side of the hogs. Those archers not doing a lot of damage, but having something over there is better than nothing in this case. Here come the hogs for the clan castle and the town hall. We're going to speed it up a little bit because it is pretty much over from here. Not the most well-designed base, but again, JohnGalt is a Town Hall 8 who was hitting up to a Town Hall 9. Something you kind of have to do whenever you're in a war with a mismatch at the bottom like that. So us having 4 Town Hall 8s, we cleaned up their 2 almost immediately, and then our Town Hall 8s use their attacks for scouting for the Town Hall 9s and 10s, or sometimes they can go up and hit a lower Town Hall 9, which is always nice. Saves our Town Hall 9s having to come down and clean that up if the Town Hall 8s can cover it. So our last attack we're going to look at is number 19, R20, our lowest guy, Invictus, coming in, and this is a Zapquake Dragon attack. And you've probably seen lots of Zapquake Dragons, but Invictus puts a unique little spin on it here with this attack. There comes the Zapquake. He manages to get the Town Hall with that Quake, so 25% damage off the Town Hall. And here come the Drags. He's basically putting them all over here in this corner compartment, the idea just being they'll kind of spread over the entire base. Now he's still got 2 air defenses there in the center of the base. I'm not sure why he didn't drop the poison there on that drag. I guess he's saving the poison for a special occasion. But the Barbarian King is coming in over in the top right, and you'll notice he sprinkled in some hogs behind that Barbarian King with a heal spell. Now the goal of those hogs is to take out that second air defense so that the dragons only have 1 air defense to deal with, and you'll notice that that last hog almost gets the air sweeper too, so a lot of value for those hogs in that heal spell. And it manages to take out all the air defense. There's that sweeper left that's bugging him. There's 1 archer tower down there in the bottom, and that's pretty much it for the threat to the dragons. So we'll speed it up because dragons are not the fastest troop in the game. They're going to have to get through some of these high hit point storages. But you can see he's got plenty of dragons left. That 1 clan castle balloon hanging out over there, not going to do anything to the dragons. And I was a little worried watching this attack live about this barracks down here in the bottom because the dragons just went right by it. So they're going to go all the way up to the top and take out these structures. And then they're going to turn back around and have to fly all the way across the base to get that barracks. Now, we had old clan rules or clan war rules in effect where they could get the extra 30 seconds. It wouldn't have been a problem. But a little nerve-wracking here, but he managed to get it. You can see he's still got 4 dragons left, and that barracks is not going to be able to defend against 4 dragons. So 3-star from Invictus, fantastic job there. Okay, so that's going to do it for the Cliffs of Claven first war recap. Fecalwastelands, you can see, used most of their attacks, so they did their best, but they had some under-upgraded troops and sort of a victim of the new matchmaking system, it seems, where they had some pretty rushed bases. I imagine we're going to start getting matchups where we have a whole lot of Town Hall 11s and Town Hall 10s in our opponent's wars, or our opponent's clans more than we have, just because we're sort of a maxer clan. We don't really have too many rushed bases. We have very high-level heroes, and it seems like the matchmaking system sort of balances that out by giving us clans with super high town halls and hurting us a little bit on the bottom there where we had more Town Hall 8s. But that is going to do it for our first ever Cliffs of Claven war recap, and hopefully be bringing you some more in the future. And I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.